Well, hello my beautiful lights, how are you? Welcome back to the channel. So I have a beautiful, beautiful message for you today. I just felt inclined to come in here. Obviously, I had all that Yellowstone information which I've now put out. Something big's going to happen at Yellowstone. I don't know what it is. I'm not quite getting the full picture. I just know it's quite large and it's going to have a ripple effect. Now, I came in here to speak to the angels because I felt the vibrational frequency. We go with the flow on this channel. You know what it's like. It is not programmed. It is not, I don't conform. Basically, there's no conformity with it whatsoever. I work for the angel spirit guides. I work for the higher powers. When I'm directed to a frequency, I follow that frequency. I follow my intuition. I'm very in touch with my intuition. It is part and parcel of my life. Obviously, I work with mind, body and spirit. I'm an energy master. I'm a seer. I am Reiki. I am a fitness instructor, meditation teacher, all of the above. So I work with the whole of the divinity of the triangle. Before we get into the cards, I must read this to you, and I nearly forgot. So, messages. Shifting realities. The mind hasn't caught up with the physical vessel yet. You're shifting, but your mind is trying to understand. You're falling over your words. You're sort of getting like this brain fog energy. And it's allowing the process. Rest when needed. And tune inwards. Don't force it. It's done. It's simply unfolding. That was a message. And anyone who is willing to face failure is powerful. Keep the sword. Continue the fight. And you'll see what the angel spirit guides are going to tell you in the cards is phenomenal. So this is about you believing in your power. This is about allowing, the art of allowing, in which we've spoken about. The mind hasn't caught up with the physical vessel yet. Bear in mind that it's almost like they're on two different timelines. So you're trying to contemplate from a logical sense, and this is spirituality. Spirituality is not logical in many respects. It's like somebody asked me last week about doing first degree and second degree, and it was almost like they were reading from a book. This isn't something that you can read from a book. Obviously, that's the legal practices in which we do it. Spirituality cannot be experienced until you've had that spiritual awakening and you journey through the frequency. A spiritual awakening and spiritual journey is actually the doing of it. You will learn more through your spiritual growth and your awakening, actually experiencing the life in which it is happening around you and the people and the experiences, than you will reading from a book. This is not something that is academic. This is something that is a soul growth. You cannot program your soul. That is about you awakening to who you truly are, and it's a process. It's not typically academic. Obviously, you know, I'm both in this lifetime, but at the same time, the academics of it is just words. It's experience of your spiritual growth is where you're going to get the most abundant sense. This is where you're going to get the most lessons. This is where you're going to journey through the dark to the light and understand that that is a process in which is there to grow your soul to the best level. And now let's get into the cards. Anyway, we came in here and I asked for a collective message. I said, what do the collective need to see, my beautiful angel spirit guides? So I pulled some cards and it's very, very interesting. And as I was moving, there was a card on the floor, which I was like, what is that? And it was the Chariot of all things, which is phenomenal. So here you see the main card for the read was renewal. Now I'm going to read you the information on this. All the leaves are shriveled up. And it's like a renewal. It's a renewal of frequency. It's a renewal of you. When the leaves fall in autumn, then they fall to the ground and they disintegrate and they refeed the earth. And then new life is birthed in spring into summer frequency, okay? This is also working on your root chakra, so it's to do with fear and everything like that. So when she is deeply saddened and she feels thrown away, but she awakens, she is blooming once again. And this is the renewal of you. And it's sort of like you've been going through this frequency and now you're being renewed to your best self, okay? When a tree is planted, guys, and this is so very important, I've probably used this analogy before, but the roots grow in the dark. When the roots grow in the dark, they work through the frequency and they find the best nourishment. They all interconnected, one tree to another, and that's how they communicate through the roots, right? But the first part of a tree's growth is in the dark. You will not see something on the surface for some time. And now what's happening, it's like the rebirth, as I spoke about. You're rebirthing into a new frequency. Surrounded by lush greenery, and her roots reach deeper than ever before, opening her to the possibilities of this new life, this renewal. So it's like you've been in this, we're talking about the void, we're talking about the dark night, the shadow self, the facing of these frequencies, and you're journeying through to a new chapter. It's the renewal of a frequency, it's the renewal of you. You're sprouting new life into existence. It's your soul is waking up to a new frequency. It's like we're all on different timelines, okay? So some people will be on lower timelines, some people will be on higher timelines. And when we collectively meet in the middle, as it were, we can help each other. And that's what this process is all about. So you're opening up, you're blooming it into something absolutely beautiful. What appears to be the end may not be the end after all. This may turn into something remarkable, an opportunity. Trust that whatever is coming is better than you have known to this point, which is extremely exciting. It's better than you could possibly imagine, and you should see the cards that came out with it. I am positive in the face of change, and I spoke to you about change, and this change coming into your frequency because I felt the vibrational shift. So I spoke to you about it last week. I did a short on it, I believe, and you know, always watch my shorts because they're messages too. They're not captions that I take from this and do that for money purposes. They are actual messages. So if you haven't followed my shorts, make sure you do, because there are always messages there. And if I am fully booked at work, I find it really difficult to get on here, but I still need to direct the message and send it to you because I work for the light, okay? So I am positive to face this change that is upon you, this rebirth of frequency, this renewal of your soul, this higher version of yourself. It's like you've had an integration of you and your higher self, and you are blooming into this beautiful, beautiful flower. So sourcing from a more beneficial place. Feeling in the dark, you've been in the dark. As I said, the roots have to grow in the dark and then they're birthed into this beautiful thing. Changing circumstances, unexpected blessings are coming forth. Regeneration, awakening, your future and your fortune are about to be birthed, okay? And that's how it is. So from this shriveled up leaves, these leaves feed the ground, they regenerate, they seed into something completely different. And when some seeds are planted, they can take a long time to grow. I get it, you're growing in the dark and you're going through this frequency, you're going through this change, you're going through this rebirth of energy. This transformational period can be very, very dark. I'm just going to be completely honest, and because you're growing in the dark, and then you're birthed into this new version of yourself. And through the darkness, you learn all these different lessons. People, places, things fall away. You start to learn and find your individual power that lies within you. And it's that awakening to the source power you hold. Interruption. Be careful of the distractions. The chaos of the world matters no more because you've grown in the dark. So that sort of thing, you know, it can't interrupt your frequency and it can't interrupt the channel in. And that's what it's saying. It's like your warrior is been birthed. Your stronger self, you're learning resilience, you're learning, you know, this sort of resistance to the low frequency energy. When you learn the art of resilience and the chaos around you, then you truly sit in your power. And this is what it's about. Now, funny enough, what came with this? It's pretty amazing. So what was on the floor, and I'm going to start with that one actually because the angels have told me to, is the Chariot card. So the Chariot is a force of destiny, okay? The Chariot, it's Like, he starts as a fool, as number 1, he's now number 7, and it's a little bit different. You've got horses. Now, horses resonate with free spirits, and if you see a horse in meditation, it's like you're flying free, you're breaking free, you're charging ahead, and that is what this is saying. So as you can see, he has no reins. He simply has the reins of magic, and this is using his intuition, and this is using his power, his source power, to guide that chariot forward. And it's conquering those inner shadows. I have to use the right word on this channel. It's conquering those inner shadows. It's conquering yourself, and facing, your shadows is leading you forward to your best self. And you understand that through this darkness, through facing adversity, through facing the darkness that you had to grow to your level you are now, you have grown significantly, knowing that there was always a light on that path, and the light was actually within you, and your torch and your beacon is now lighting the way. And it's understanding that the power is has always been within you, and you're waking up to the fact that you have this power in order to drive the chariot forward. So you're going towards success, whatever that success might be. You are charging towards it. It's focusing on the victory. It's conquering those enemies. It's a force of destiny, as I said, is driving you forward. Now, very, very interesting. So you have the Queen of Swords, the Two of Wands, and the Empress, all female energy. All divine feminine energy. I'm just going to say it as it is, and I will only say it. So this means you're doing something from the heart, and that's what I feel from your divine feminine side. You are serving in a way of your love frequency. But what it says with the Queen of Swords and the Two of Wands, you need to focus, be alert to the undercurrents. You are aware of the shadows. You're aware of what people can possess. Now, the Queen of Swords, as you can see, she's quite chilled there, but she does hold her sword. She is a samurai warrior on this card, and she's just contemplating, she's addressing, she's learned. Now, the Queen of Swords has had a rebirth of frequency, okay? She's been through the dark night. She is now awakened, and that the difference with that is she's done the journey, as in she's had a rebirth. So on the new tarot, you'll see she has butterflies, which is the rebirth of frequency, on her crown. In this one, not so much. She has birds in the background and things, but she's sat quite comfortably, and she's contemplating life, and she's very to the point, without apology, which is absolutely fantastic. In business, Queen of Swords energy is really important because she's to the point. A spade is a spade with her. I think that's the best way to be personally. Everybody knows where they stand. There is no hidden aspects of you. It's like you're being straight to the point, and this is the situation, and this is how you want it to be. Now, it's teamed with the Two of Wands. That is standing in your domain, control and power. And that is also making a decision. Perhaps there's a decision that you need to make, but you need to make it from a logical sense. The Queen of Swords is, she is transparent. She's basically transparent because what she says is as straight as it has to be. And I believe a decision has to be made. And we've got the Empress here. So that talks about the abundance. This can talk about your creativity. So perhaps you need to make a decision with which direction you're going to go creatively. And that's absolutely fine. Creativity is part of the soul. And if you've been through the dark night, then your creative energy, you work on your solar plexus and your lower chakras. You want to be working on these three, guys. So when that card came out, we're working on your root chakra. This is where you hold your fear. Now, when you move up, you've got your sacral and your solar plexus. This is your power source, all right? Your sacral is all about the flow, and then your solar plexus is your power source. This is where the Empress sits. As you can see, there is a lot of yellow on that card she has. This, the moon, to say she's divine feminine energy, all this yellow frequency around her. Now, she is the art of creation. She creates the reality in which she wants. Her form of creativity is the highest. You need to nurture and create it into life. Now, this can talk about abundance coming forth, and the cards that came out, you'll understand why. So whatever it is going to be a very, very abundant form for you. Now, we have the Four of Wands here. The Four of Wands is victory. This could be moving home. This could be expressing yourself, but it's going to be victorious. Now, this talks about the stability, the home, This talks about also your milestones of creation. This talks about the journey and you've been through, the vibrational frequency that you've been through to get to this point. And it's all about a journey. It's the step at a time. Remember that. Step by step is how it should be done. Nothing should be judged. Nothing should be evaluated with another. You are on your own individual journey, and how you walk is absolutely important. Do not compare yourself to anyone else. The only competition you ever should have is with oneself, and that is to grow yourself to your best possible state. So if you're learning to run, for example, and you think, I'm going to get to the corner, but tomorrow I'm going to get to the other corner, and that is competition with oneself. We are here to have that competition from within to get to our best selves. So whatever it is you're going to celebrate with the Four of Wands, you know, people who love you will celebrate with you. This can be home, it can talk about the community, but the Four Wands of stability are there, 11:11 on the clock, obviously. And you know, when we talk about the number 11:11, whenever you see that, make sure you make that manifestation into your mind's eye. What are you doing in that moment? It's going to resonate with your heart and soul. Always take a step back when you see an angel number and address the situation. What are you doing in the moment? What are your thoughts in that moment? And we manifest from the right vibration. It's like your manifestation is coming into that sort of practical nature now. So on the bottom of the pack you have the Ace of Pentacles. Now the Ace of Pentacles is obviously new stability in the financial realm. It's the new stability in the 3D living. It's planting that new seed somewhere. So this could easily be a move of home. It could be a new job. You're planting this seed and you've grown. And because you're growing from this experience, you've been through the dark night, the shadow self, the void, all of that. You are now birthing into a new frequency. And this is the new brick to the new foundation in which you're going to build. Is going to be a very, very fruitful one for you. So if it's a new job opportunity you're having and you're going to celebrate a new home, congratulations, it's absolutely wonderful. So yeah, the Ace of Pentacles, as you can see, the universal energies are saying here, and it has the roots growing down. Now these roots are going to then be planted. Hello angels in my ear, that's beautiful. That's just saying, yeah, they're just confirmation. So the roots are going to be planted, and then it's going to grow into something absolutely wonderful. Now we do have a prayer to do today, which is beautiful. I asked the angel spirit guides, and it's from the Archangel Michael deck. You created this situation and you have the power to change it. So it's about opening up, and it's about the art of allowing. As you can see, he's painting his creativity. You can see Archangel Michael painting there. And it's the creative energy. So if you've doubted yourself in a situation, if you've doubted your creation, you know, that is something that's put in by the 3D BS. Basically, you need to know your power, and it's all about you holding your power within. So if you'd like to place your feet flat on the floor, uncross anything, place your hand upon your heart and say this with me. My prayer. Thank you for letting me lean on your strength and for reminding me of my personal power. There you go. Please guide me to manifest and heal accordingly to divine will, creating peace and blessings for everyone involved. And that is release and surrender to the universal energies, but that's believing in yourself and your personal power. If somebody's coming in to diminish your personal power in any form, it's about you letting go, and that's for self. You do not give your power away by letting them control your emotions or how they've made you feel in the past. Your own personal power, you call your power back. If you struggle, make sure you check out the shorts, you know, they're all on there. So if you struggle with your personal power, claim it back. Place your hands upon the earth and call it back. Anything that is negative within your being, place into the earth for it to be transmuted into light. Then you ask for your power to return to you. Your source power is yours and yours alone. No one can take it, only if you allow them to. It's basically saying that your angels have been there supporting you. So when you've doubted yourself, when you've doubted your process, when you've gone against your creativity, as in that doubt comes in, it's the 3D BS darkness that our negative ego can tell us if we can't do something. You can do it. And what the angels are saying is they've been there through this process to make you see your own worth. And you've journeyed, and now you're being renewed into a higher version of self. You and your higher self are probably integrated as one, which is absolutely wonderful. Welcome, it's gorgeous. And this renewal of you is an awakening to your best self. So congratulations, my beautiful lights. It's a beautiful, beautiful read. Whatever you're working on is going to be abundant. You need to believe in yourself, and that is the key here. And the angels are walking with you upon this path Archangel Michael is helping you because this force of destiny is driving you forward because you had the Chariot, and it is a force of destiny. I very much feel that. So until next time, my beautiful lights, have the most beautiful, abundant day. You know, send me hellos in the messages. I love speaking to you. And don't forget to like and subscribe. So until next time, lots of love from me. Bye-bye.